Howdy, welcome to Charity Unplugged. I know this is like a completely different setup. I'm completely in chill clothes and chill mode, but I just wanted to do this new segment so I can put out daily content for you guys without a big, huge production. I do want to start getting videos out daily, so the way to do that, I figured do it Charity Unplugged. And so here I have my laptop with me, and you guys will kind of get the hang of how this is going to work. Today I want to give you guys my top 4 teams in college football right now. Teams that I feel would be in the playoffs if the playoffs were this weekend. So keep in mind, I know a couple of these are really going to shock you guys. I know for a fact that a lot of you are going to drill me in the comment section. But nevertheless, it is what it is. And I'm going to try and back up why I believe some of the things that I believe about these teams and why they are the top in the nation this year. So go ahead and grab you a snack, grab some popcorn, and let's kind of digest this whole thing. So first off, the first team I have in the college football playoffs, the number 1 team in the nation, without a doubt, is Alabama. Without a doubt, the Crimson Tide are the number 1 in the nation, and they're not going to be stopped. I truly believe they're going to win the whole thing. But let's take a look at a few things first, okay? Let's look up. After they lost to Ole Miss, the third game they played, they lost to Ole Miss. They have really been unstoppable, and Nick Saban has really worked hard to build that team to be bigger, faster, stronger, and it shows. No other team in the nation is playing the way that Alabama is playing. And honestly, they, like I said before, they can't be stopped. Let's take a look at their schedule. Wisconsin, they beat Middle Tennessee, lost to Ole Miss, beat Louisiana Monroe, Georgia, Arkansas, Texas A&M, Tennessee, LSU, Mississippi State. These are some top caliber teams that they are really putting a whipping on, and they're going to go the rest of this season without losing another game. And you can credit obviously all of that to Nick Saban, the best coach in college football. Now, I actually want to take a look at the stats. You know that Alabama has Derrick Henry, who is in the Heisman talk, and rightfully so. But I do believe that Leonard Fournette is better than Derrick Henry. But nevertheless, Alabama's winning games, so you can't really argue with that. You know what I mean? So let's take a look at Derrick Henry. Okay, so he has rushed for over 1,400 yards. He's averaging 6 yards per carry. So he has a total of 19 touchdowns. And then you have Kenyon Drake, who is out for, they're saying he's out for 3 weeks. And honestly, Alabama could do without him. Yes, it's good to have a go-to running back, but at the same time, you have Derrick Henry, and really, Alabama can. What I'm saying is, Alabama can win without Kenyon Drake. Yes, it's sad that he's not going to be able to play, but it's not a deal breaker for Alabama. They're still going to be gravy. So the top receiver you have for Alabama is Calvin Ridley. He has over 600 yards receiving, and he's averaging 11 yards per catch, so you can basically say that every time he catches the ball, he gets a first down. I mean, realistically speaking, that's not true. But statistic-wise, that is true. So you could go ahead and say that. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 receivers with over 100 yards receiving, which is, that's pretty great. That's a great number. That's amazing. That I'm looking at it. That's really good. So you guys know numerous reasons why I have Alabama being number 1 in the nation, and they will continue to be number 1 in the nation in my eyes. Defense, Nick Saban, Derrick Henry, come on, guys. This is a no-brainer. All right, next. This pick will really, definitely shock you guys. This team that I have next is definitely going to shock you guys, and I know a lot of you guys are not going to agree with this, but hear me out for a little bit. Don't completely skip past this part. The next team I have, this isn't the team that I think is the second best in college football. I'm not going to rank the last 3 teams. I'm just going to tell you the other 3 teams I think should be in the playoffs as of right now. So the next team I have is Michigan. Not Michigan State, Michigan. And okay, I'll tell you guys why I have Michigan. You're probably thinking you're out of your mind. They have 2 losses. But hear me out. Please hear me out. You have Jim Harbaugh, he's taken a team who was 5-7 last year, and honestly, they are a powerhouse. They are really, they're amazing. And a lot of this, I won't say it's a bias towards him, but just because I know the coach that Jim Harbaugh is, I really think that they can do anything that they set their mind to. And you guys remember the game against Michigan State at the very end, which is it was kind of funny, you know, since I don't really go for either team. But they should have won that game. They're better than Michigan State. They didn't win though, so it counts as a loss, but they're better than Michigan State, and I'm sticking with that. I truly believe that. And you know, this past week, they went into double overtime with Indiana, who isn't that great of a team. But nevertheless, they pulled out the win, and I really do believe that they're a strong team. And remember, Ohio State last year barely pulling out wins over teams. But nevertheless, they were winning. So let's take a look at some of Michigan's statistics. And honestly, this is pretty shocking. Like, okay, I'm going to put this on the screen for you guys. I wasn't planning on doing any extra on the screen stuff, but you guys have to see what I'm looking at right now. Okay, rushing statistics. This is crazy, guys. Okay, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seven players with over 100 yards rushing. Not receiving yards, rushing yards. Like, this is crazy. Usually you have 2 running backs who have, over 100 yards for the season, maybe 3. But 7, like, come on, the statistics, that is so crazy. And not only that, but let's see receiving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they still have 5 receivers with over 100 yards receiving, which is crazy. So you have 7, guys, this stat is crazy. Like, this is ridiculous. And this is just further proving my point as to why Michigan is a powerhouse and they are really a force to be reckoned with. Like, if you can, just take a look at this. Like, honestly, this is pretty mind-blowing. And I know that they deserve a spot in the playoffs as of right now, regardless of their record. And they're actually playing Ohio State later. I think it's their last game of the season. They're playing Ohio State. And I believe they're going to pull out that win over Ohio State, and I think a lot of people are going to be shocked because they will be the underdog going into that matchup. But so expect Ohio State to have a loss by the end of the season to Michigan. Next, this is another one that I know is going to shock you guys. I have Florida in the playoffs as of right now. Now, I know, this is crazy. It's getting out of hand. I know, guys. But still, hear me out. Florida's defense alone is phenomenal. You guys know the saying. Go ahead and say it. You already know what I'm going to say. Defense wins championships. And isn't the main goal to win a championship? And if defense wins championships and you have great defense, then won't you win? I mean, come on. Like, really, let's take a look at some of their statistics. Total defense. Let's take a look at total defense. Where are they ranked? They're ranked number 5 in the country in total defense. And guess who's ahead of them? You have number 2, Michigan, number 4, Alabama. Thus proving why these teams should be in the top. They have some top defense. Michigan is right up there. So if you guys wanted another reason why I think that they should be in the top, then there you have it. Their defense is number 2 in the nation. So Florida, 4.44 yards per play, averaging 280 yards per game. Number 5 in the nation, guys. That's pretty great. And honestly, the Florida-Alabama game, the conference championship, that's going to be a good game. So now let's take a look at scoring defense. They are number 4 in the nation in scoring defense. And guess who's 6 and 7? Michigan, Alabama. Once again, this is just proving me right. So Florida, there you have that. I'm really not gonna say too much else about Florida. I know that their quarterback earlier on in the season, he got suspended for PEDs, I think. So, their offense isn't looking too hot, but I do think that their defense will be able to put up a match, and I think that they will be able to contend against top teams. Now, I know you guys are probably thinking, what about Clemson? What about Ohio State? Blah, blah, blah. And honestly, I'm tired of hearing about that. No, Clemson's a joke. Who have they played? Let's take a look at their schedule. And no, Notre Dame does not count because Notre Dame is overrated and a joke. Like, I'm tired of hearing about how good Notre Dame is and they're this, they're that, and it's not so. They don't play anybody. So let's take a look at Clemson's schedules. They played Wofford. Who is Wofford? Isn't it like a thing called wiffle ball? That's what it sounds like. Appalachian State, Louisville, Notre Dame, does not count. Georgia Tech, they suck. Boston College, Miami, they're not good. NC State, Florida State, they're not good this year, so don't even try it. Syracuse, and then they're going to play Wake Forest and South Carolina, which I really hope in South Carolina can pull out that win. But like I'm saying, Clemson to me shouldn't be in the top 4. Yes, I know they're undefeated. Yes, I know Ohio State is undefeated, but I don't think that Clemson really, I don't think that they deserve to be in the top 4 because, I mean, who have they played? And I know y'all are going to say, Notre Dame is really good at Florida State and you got all this, but I'm not buying it. I'm really not. Notre Dame is overrated. Like I said, they're higher than they should be. Simple as that. I'm through with that. Freaking independent conference. Miss me with that. Let's take a look at Ohio State. And honestly, y'all might could go ahead and put Ohio State in that 4th spot for me simply because of Urban Meyer. I don't like this guy. I've read numerous articles about him and the players his time in Florida, and he's not a good guy. But nevertheless, he finds a way to win, even if it is by cheating or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Look it up for yourself. But let's take a look at Ohio State's schedule. Virginia Tech, Hawaii, Northern Illinois, Western Michigan, Indiana, Maryland, Penn State, Rutgers, Minnesota, Illinois, and they're playing Michigan State this weekend, and then Michigan after that. So I basically just named off a bunch of no-name teams. I don't know if you guys caught that or not, but I just named off a bunch of no-name teams. You're supposed to win against those teams. So, I mean, I do also think about how they were always finding ways to win last year. No matter if the game was close, they still found a way to pull it out, and they ended up winning the championship. And a win is a win. It doesn't matter if you barely win, you won the game. And so if they can keep doing that. But then again, like I said, they are going to have a loss to Michigan. So, I don't know. So now I'm really confused. But go ahead and put Ohio State in that 4th spot. If it's going to bug you that I don't have a 14, you can just stick Ohio State in that spot for me. But they're going to have a loss to Michigan. And honestly, these are picks that I know. Like, these teams probably won't. I know Alabama will be in the playoffs, but Michigan, Florida, they're probably not going to, because Florida's going to lose to Alabama in the conference. But I still think they should be in there. But like I'm saying, I don't really think that these teams are going to be what the committee decides, but these are teams that I believe do deserve to be in the playoffs as of right now. So there you guys have it. Those are the 4 teams as of right now that I have in the playoffs. Thanks so much for watching Charity Unplugged. Comment down below. I know you guys are already going to comment anyway about how horrible my picks are, how you disagree with the teams that I picked. But go ahead and comment below. I want to hear what you guys think. And like I said, this is going to be a daily thing. Going to be talking about, different sports topics, as always, sports with Charity. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share this video with all of your friends, Facebook. Hope you have it. All right, thanks so much for watching. I'm Charity Chambers, and that's Charity Unplugged.